What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sasha P back at it again, bringing you real gardening, good food, and entertainment. What is this that I'm looking at? It's a ham bone. Let's make some ham bone soup. This is a ham bone from Thanksgiving, y'all. It's wrapped up in foil. It was in the freezer. I'm getting ready to make some soup because it's super cold and I need something to eat. So you want to take this ham bone and put it in a pot with about a tablespoon of oil, any kind. All right, so this is a little over a tablespoon of oil. Want to get that ham bone and put it in the pot. This was a really good ham, y'all. Two chicken bouillon cubes. Put it in there. We're going to keep this soup really simple. Add some water. Cover that bone up with some water and let it boil. Okay, then you want to get some carrots, onions, celery, and thyme into the situation. You want to chop it up fine, especially the onions and celery. You want to chop the carrots up kind of fine, and then add a bay leaf in. Stir it up and let it boil. This ham has a lot of flavor, so you don't have to do too much. I want this soup to be as simple as possible. Then I'm going to add a little bit of reduced sodium soy sauce. Let it reduce a little bit and then taste it for flavor. This has been boiling for about 10 minutes. I did add a little bit of salt just to make sure that the broth has a lot of flavor. And then I'm going to add these three. This is crushed red pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. Not that much crushed red pepper, y'all. Just a little bit, just to make sure it has like a little zest to it. And then some garlic powder. A lot of garlic powder. And, oops, sorry for the steam, y'all. Some Italian seasoning. Just a little bit of butter for richness. This is about a tablespoon of butter. I'm not going to cover this up because I want this broth to reduce a little bit. Okay? I'm going to peel these potatoes and dice them up. But I'm not going to add those just yet. Got them peeled and washed. Now I'm getting ready to dice them. And put them in some water until I'm ready to put them in a pot. Got the potatoes cut up. I gave them another rinse to make sure they clean. Now I'm going to get these in the refrigerator until I get ready to put them in the pot. I want that broth to get a little bit more flavor. Adjust that seasoning as you need to. After about 20 minutes, you want to take a fork and just kind of pick the meat off as much as you can and let it get into that broth. especially since you're not going to be chopping or slicing any meats to put in here. You just want to make sure you have those little ham bits all throughout the soup. You want to make sure it's very flavorful. It's just easier with a fork to go in here. Now, it depends on how y'all tow that ham up on Thanksgiving and Christmas now. You might have a lot of meat on the bone and you might not. I been taking some of the meat off. You see that? Get that, put that in the broth. If the chunk is really big, you can break it up if you want to. This was a spiral ham. Just want to kind of pick at it a little bit. See that? And you'll get nice little chunks throughout the soup. It's gonna be good, y'all. Flip it over. And this is not something that, you know, you gotta overthink. All you doing is just taking a fork and just like turning it like that and get some of the, see that, some of that meat off. And just letting it get into the broth so it can be as flavorful as possible. This is the only meat that will be in this soup. You can take the fork and just kind of twirl it. It's been about 30 minutes, so I'm going to drain these potatoes and add them into the pot. Let those potatoes cook. Y'all, this broth is so good and flavorful. I adjusted the seasoning, added a little bit more garlic, a little bit more Italian seasoning, a little bit more crushed red pepper too. I also added just a pinch more salt because it just wasn't giving. That broth heating just right now. Let them potatoes cook all the way through. All right, the potatoes have cooked. Now I'm gonna add a cup of elbow macaroni. Not too much because we don't want it to soak up all the broth. Then you want to stir that in. Y'all, you want this soup to take in as much flavor as possible. The soup will be ready in about 10 more minutes. Look at that. All those nice chunks of ham and potato. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. It's been a little bit over an hour. I'm getting ready to serve a bowl up. Go ahead and turn the heat off. Everything is ready. I'm gonna let this just sit on the stove for like 5 minutes. Break that bone up as much as you can because you want to have little pieces of ham in the soup. So I just took a spatula and just kind of broke it up a little bit. You see those macaroni in there? Okay, so after about 5 minutes, put you some in a bowl. All right, so it's been about an hour and 15-20 minutes. It shouldn't take this soup too long, y'all. Let's serve it up. Okay, it's ready. I'm gonna finish it with a little bit of parsley just to make it pretty, and that's it. Thank y'all so much for watching this video, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Let's eat. It's yummy, y'all. In case y'all wanted to know what it was hitting for, it's good. It's yummy. It's full of flavor. Yes, yes, yes. Don't throw that ham bone away. Make some soup out of it. It's cold.